me get that drink though. Hey, look, gravitation. Cannabis gotta be from up north for it's from Jamaica. No confirmation, then it's no participation. Never see it in rotation in my conversation. No need for confrontation. This my observation. Gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm back with another one. Welcome back to my channel. See, looking at this, shout out to Reactors Roundtable, right? This is this video. I haven't peeked out yet, but love the channel, right? Watch a whole bunch of videos over there. The tailor-made freestyle, right? The bar, when he said, we already know the famous line, what he said, right? I was wondering, I'm like, bro, why would he say that in tailor-made freestyle? And now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, it's because of videos like this. Now, mind you, haven't seen this video. I'm assuming all of this is alleged, but whatever they got documented, I don't know. You feel me? But like I always say, man, get your drinks, get your smokes, get your eats, whatever you about to do, bro. Go ahead and get that. Go ahead and get to that. And we finna go ahead and get to this. Let's go ahead and react to that. Let me get that drink right quick.
13 #1 hits, 17 BET Awards, and 5 Grammy wins. In recent years, his music has been overshadowed by what many perceive to be his creepy obsession with teenagers.
Lord, this is finna be messy.
I'm Moscato, but some shit Drake would like.
Why are you assuming I like Drake?
Every black girl that went to college likes Drake.
It just really gets us.
Let's revisit one of Drake's tweets from 2009. The tweet reads, "If amazing was a young bitch, I'd be going to jail because I'm amazing."
Say what now? Okay, so you just gonna start the video off by being messy as hell. Oh, okay. Let's go.
In this video, I wanted to focus on some of Drake's relationships that aren't often discussed.
A woman named Lil Cece told the No Jumper podcast that as a teenager, she was on
Lil Cece, is that the producer? Lil Cece on the slap. Whoa. Is that the same
her
one?
high school basketball team. Drake reportedly became a fan of one of her teammates and started following the teammate on Instagram.
Red flag.
Oh, I played basketball, right? So he really was a fan of.
A woman named Lil Cece told the No Jumper podcast that as a teenager, she was on her high school basketball team. Drake reportedly became a fan of one of her teammates and started following the teammate on Instagram.
Red flag.
Oh, I played basketball, right? So he really was a fan of supported one of my teammates
at the time.
And this is when you're in high school?
Yeah, in high school.
At the time, Drake would have been 29.
He's a big fan of high school women's basketball.
If you say it like that, yeah, it doesn't sound wrong. What Abba is saying is if you're a man in your late whatevers, you can't be fans of no young woman things.
My fault.
My teammates at the time. And
this is when you're in high school?
Yeah, in high school.
At the time, Drake would have been 29.
He's a big fan of high school women's basketball.
If you say it like that, yeah, it doesn't sound wrong. What Abba is saying is if you're a man in your late whatevers, you can't be fans of no young woman things. You can't. It don't look good.
So he was a fan.
Nah, because obviously that would be the obvious. Because I was about to say, what if you feel me? What if your daughter's into sports, or your niece or your nephew? Like, I mean, obviously, if you're watching her play the game, nah, let me leave that one alone. Because, like I said, that's just common knowledge. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he got a point. I'm trying to give him. Yeah, he got a point.
And of women's basketball, high school basketball, I was her teammate, so he followed me because of her. And I was like, oh, shit, bitch, you got Drake to follow me?
So Drake is a fan of women's high school basketball. He keeps up with the players, and he follows them on Instagram.
Yeah. Like, what the hell? Like, that's so crazy.
Oh, my God.
He followed me, and I lost it. I'm like, I have to meet Drake. Like, I love Drake.
So I wrote, Drake would get the WNBA out of debt if it was full of teenagers. That's foul. Drake would get the WNBA out of debt if it was full of teenagers. But that's a fact. Yeah, you want to solve it? Put the young girls in, get Drake to be the face of the franchise.
Insisted that Drake never spoke to her while she was still in high school. She started making beats, and several years after Drake followed her, they met at a post-Grammys party. He asked her to send him some of her music, and she did, including the beat that he would later use for the song Money in the Grave. Although the circumstances of their meeting appear to be innocent enough, many saw it as another instance of Drake being Drake.
At this point, the clock is just ticking for when the documentary comes out.
He came on the music scene around 2008 with his single Best I Ever Had. In that video, this man is literally the coach for a high school basketball team.
You's a freaky ass nigga. Hey, bro, Kanye West might have set him up, bro. Because Kanye West is the one that wrote and directed the video, right? Or did he just direct? I don't know if he wrote the treatment. But yeah, I was about to say that was Kanye West doings, bro. Damn, that's crazy.
A girls' high school basketball team.
A now 32-year-old Drake released a song titled Nice for What, featuring the line, "High school pics, you was even bad then." 3 months later, on July 22nd.
I'm sorry, bro. That's crazy. Bro, irrespective of the beef, this dude is a straight up weirdo. Certified.
Thanks to Kendrick, the long-standing perception that he was a misogynist is really getting put under the microscope. And now people are looking at practically every interaction he's ever had with a woman through a whole new lens. Skylar Diggins was just making a name for herself, and it appeared that a young Drizzy was obsessed. I've never met Skylar, but I'm sure it'll be extremely awkward if she does show up. She probably won't though. Her boyfriend will probably have her tied down to a chair that night.
Yes, sir.
Okay, her boyfriend put Drake on blast for trying to holler at her.
He's a wide receiver for Notre Dame. She used to play for Notre Dame before she went into the WNBA. Anyways, Drake has been trying to holler at Skylar Diggins on Instagram.
The actual ceremony featured Drake performing some bizarre poetry about her on live television. Cringeworthy as it was, it all led to Skylar eventually showing up on stage to play along with Drake's infatuation with her. It brought out a whole new side to Drizzy that they probably rather they hadn't seen.
So her boyfriend was fed up at Drake, DMing and subliminally, Instagramming his chick. So he posted a picture with him and Skylar together, and he directed it at Drake, whose Instagram name is Champagne Pop.
Oh, wow. But you know how soft Drake is. So, I'm sure he wants somebody who's a little more masculine.
Exactly.
He's real soft.
Drake gonna be on
tender. She's strong. It's a nice little
taking up for him.
Exactly.
She's slapping and telling him to shut up at the dinner table.
Exactly.
But Drake will be up at every game holding a sign up for his lady. Right.
Even before K-Dot called him a PDF file, some people weren't shook in the slightest that this sentiment was out there.
Hailey Bieber. Back before she married Justin Bieber, she was Hailey Baldwin.
He also attended Kendall Jenner's birthday party and captioned an Instagram photo with Ruby Rose, Phoebe Doll, and 18-year-old Hailey saying, if I could somehow buy a house in, say, I don't know, Jamaica, and then we all ... This is him with Hailey when she was 18. Hugged up with the 18-year-old, saying he wants to buy a house and have them all there together. And he's been knowing her since she was...
Drizzy has been in Hailey's world long before she was above the age of consent. Drake knew Hailey when she was 14, and he has always been a good friend to her.
Yeah, this is weird as hell. Like, how do you even get access to a 14-year-old girl?
In 2016, Hailey was just 19 and Drake was 29.
May of 2016, 29-year-old Drake was spotted eating dinner with 18-year-old Hailey Bieber in West Hollywood. Due to their allegedly flirty interaction and Drake wearing a matching H necklace, rumors of them dating began circulating, with Entertainment Tonight even alleging that the two hooked up at Drake's Memorial Day party.
Wait a minute, we just gonna skip over the fact that this grown-ass man went out and bought a necklace with an H on it to match this little girl's necklace. Child.
So it's definitely bizarre to think that he would have dated a woman that he knew since she was a young teen. If they did date, they definitely didn't date long, but another weird relationship in Drake's history.
According to page 6, Drake first met Bella Harris in 2016 when she was 16. In case you're unaware, Bella is the daughter of producer Jimmy Jam.
This is her in May of 2016. The caption says, "Too good," with a heart. This is a 16-year-old girl posed with this grown-ass man.
And when she turned 18, Drake actually went to DC and rented out an entire restaurant for her birthday. I don't understand why a 31-year-old man would be so excited to go and rent out an entire restaurant for an 18-year-old girl's birthday.
Get a bit more touchy and take public pictures with her when she gets a little older. This is 2 years later.
Yes, he'd been manipulating her for the past few years, ever since he met her when she was 16 and preparing her for this day so that he could go and violate her. We can't say the GROO groom word on YouTube, but that's what it looks like to me. Because Drake went all out for this 18-year-old girl's birthday, a lot of people suspected that they were dating. And it didn't help that she posted a photo of them on her Instagram and captioned it, "No place I'd rather be," with a blue heart emoji.
She was 16 and she posts that picture, "No place I'd rather be," with the heart emoji, with him basically damn near laying on her titty. And then she posts a picture with the merch on when she was 16 years old, and he puts a heart eye emoji under her picture when she's 16. Like, hello. The facts are the facts.
19-year-old Bella and 33-year-old Drake were an item. It was reported that her father wasn't too happy about their relationship. Their romance didn't last long.
Drake seems like a really charming guy, and I feel like that's a tool that he can use to go and manipulate these young girls and make them believe that he's the good guy, that whatever he's talking to them about or doing with them is all good and all right. But like that one article said, there's an undeniable pattern that Drake has here. And in my opinion, he needs to slow it down because he's starting to look a lot like R. Kelly.
Well, now in a new interview, Billie Eilish, who is 17, revealed that Drake texts her all the time, that he's like the nicest dude and they are friends. What do you make of Drake's relationship with all these young girls?
Drake is like the nicest dude I've ever spoken to. I mean, I've only like texted him, but he's so nice. Like
another teenage girl that he's being super buddy with and texting and being so nice to. And Billie Eilish posts a picture on her Instagram with the caption, 18 tomorrow. And Drake responds and says, "I've been waiting," with this emoji. You've been waiting for what, Aubrey? You've been waiting for her to turn 18 so you can.
Damn.
Do what, Aubrey? You've been texting this 17-year-old girl,
She really
being
do say.
so nice to her.
Do it really do say? I've been waiting. It really does. Damn.
Keeping her close and waiting until she turns 18. Under Billie Eilish's comments talking about, "Oh, I've been waiting, can't wait till you turn 18." This looks very creepy.
But K-Dot isn't the first person to put forth the idea that Drake's relationship with the opposite sex is a little more sinister than everyone initially thought. Just look at comedian Shane Gillis basically doing K-Dot's job for him back in the day.
I want to be on the record. Drake's going to be, he's on that R. Kelly tip.
You think so?
Drizzy Drake likes him young.
What?
He does. That's somewhat known already, but this is one of those things where I want to, you got to say something. Like, remember Louis, that whole thing?
Yeah.
And like, we knew about that.
Yeah.
And we were just like, I don't know. Drizzy Drake's into the young ones. He's going to get in the next 5 years.
25-year-old Tyga was dating 17-year-old Kylie Jenner. He was also in the midst of a beef with Drake. To get under Tyga's skin, Drake invited Kylie over to his crib, snapped a picture, and posted it on his Instagram with the caption, "Kylie Jenner in the cut."
6 years earlier, Drake performed at Kylie's 16th birthday party when he was 27. Kylie shares a photo of Drake kissing her on the cheek. This is him kissing her at her 16th birthday party. Another angle. She had just turned 16.
And then in February 2015, he released a song called 6 p.m. in New York and directly called Tyga out for dating Kylie, who was still underage at the time.
Like he can talk.
What was really crazy was that Drake saw a problem with Tyga dating an underage girl. However, Drake didn't see an issue with having that same underage girl inside his home at one of his parties.
Song got leaked with Drake and Future, and he raps about having Kylie as a side piece. And then
Hey, can y'all? I never knew that they had I never knew that they had like static. Tiger and Drake. That's crazy. Part of the same level. I was hearing that like a little bit, but not, I'm not sure. I obviously watching this, them going back and forth. You feel me? Trying to send, subliminals. Well, it seemed like Drake is the one that's doing the subliminals shooting though. You feel me? Send it. But I wonder, like, what was they funking for? Let me know in the comments.
He hops on IG to basically clear the air and be like, oh, that was an old song. I recorded that like 3 years ago. So it got scrapped. I don't want nobody to feel disrespected. My bad type shit. But in the song, he's basically admitting that he was fucking with Kylie, okay, when she was 19.
His 33rd birthday in October 2019, Drake threw himself a star-studded party. Us Weekly reported that Kylie Jenner, who had just broken up with Travis Scott, stayed close to Drake the entire night.
Might be of age then, but something is very predatory and weird and creepy and groomy about meeting someone when they're a teenager and fucking on them when they're 18, 19.
By November 2019, a source told People magazine that Drake and Kylie had taken their once platonic friendship to the next level. Now, Kylie was 22 at the time, but considering Drake has known her since she was a teenager, well, it made it hard for him to escape the rumors about his gravitation toward younger women. Kylie eventually got back with Travis, and Drake accidentally leaked a song during an Instagram live session where he raps, "Yeah, I'm a hater to society. Real shit, Kylie Jenner, that's a side piece. Yeah, I got 20 and Kylie's."
I don't know if that's how the song go, but Drake, shut the hell up.
I'm not saying it don't look good. I'm just saying he likes hanging around teenage girls. That's it. That's it. Now, I remember a time where Michael Jackson couldn't breathe without people calling him pedo.
For Drake, it seems like women only deserve praise when he needs a hit or when they conform to what he really wants in his personal life.
So Drake and Georgia Smith were first linked in early 2017 after she performed on his tour and was later featured on More Life. She was 19 and Drake was 30 at the time.
He reportedly has an 11 tattoo to signify Georgia's birthday.
You telling me we moving from charm necklaces to tattoos now? Child, Drake need to be stopped, okay?
Emotional interaction was between.
Even the last one that she just missed, what is it, Georgia Smith? Like, even with that situation, bro, and I've spoken about this before, but even that 30 and 19, even that gap, bro, is still, I don't know, that's just me. Because some people would defend like, oh, bro, she at the age of consent. Nah, bro, if you don't take your ass somewhere with that, if I'm not saying if they, whatever, I don't know, I'm just saying just in general, just that time, like them dates, like that 10-year, I don't know, that should be like the cutoff, but it's still, nah, that's just me personally, but yeah, I hate that. Oh, well, yeah, she's at that age, she can. So what, bro? You feel me? You not around the corner, bro. You far down the street. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you damn near on the next block. You know what I'm saying? You on the next block. So miss me with that shit. Let's keep it going.
In Drake and Georgia, I'd be like, he's definitely texted her at 4 a.m. saying, "I need you, girl." Has he never sent you that text at 4 a.m.? Oh man. I've got Drake all wrong.
I guess he's not as emotional as everyone thinks.
He's not.
Suddenly, a man deep into his 30s was calling a 19-year-old low down and dirty before boasting that he makes more money than her man.
It's rumored that he made the song Jaded about her.
We could have waited. I wasn't rushing differences in ages. You're old enough, but you're still a baby. And when people dug deeper into the lyrics, they didn't like what they saw.
You have potential. I could have shaped it. You wouldn't caved it. We could have waited.
Do y'all think he wants to control her?
It feels that way.
I don't know if you could tell.
Just a little bit.
I don't know if you could tell a girl.
Ma back there quiet. Molly Ma. Ma back there quiet.
Bro, you had potential, and I wanted to shape it.
We could have waited. I wasn't rushing differences in ages. You're old enough, but you're still a baby. And when people dug deeper into the lyrics, they didn't like what they saw.
All back there.
You have potential. I could have shaped it. You
texting. Who you ain't texting nobody, bro. You knew this was coming. You knew you might be texting him like, bro, we finna go ham at you. That's what that's probably what we texting. We texting the boy.
Okay. We could have waited.
Do y'all think he wants to control her?
It feels that way.
I don't know if you could tell.
Just a little bit.
I don't know if you could tell a girl you had potential. And I wanted to shape it.
No, you can. You can definitely tell a girl that.
It's not going to go over well.
I'm convinced that this is about Georgia Smith.
Clearly, we got that.
Y'all don't judge him for getting a 20-year-old's name or number tattooed on him. Come on, man, with this casual bullshit you niggas is doing.
I didn't know.
Listen to the song and tell me that the shit that he's saying about a 21-year-old girl is not flagrant, my nigga.
I didn't know that was the.
I think that record was definitely about George Smith.
Okay.
I'm glad you related.
And I think it's creepy. But y'all think it's fine, so.
While some need more substantial proof before they write him off for good, others think it's definitely time for him to be publicly shamed.
So that's where that, and that's why I say, you feel me? That's gonna be the title. That's now I get the like I say, now I get the Joe Budden, you feel me, reference. Like, you feel me? Talk about him like you feel me, like the Joe Budden podcast, heard it on the podcast, and gotta be true. Y'all know the bar, but damn, so that's where that came from. I always wanted to know what episode.
And canceled for his perceived love for younger women.
Ain't no perceived. I know we gotta say that, but Auntie Regina's perception strong as hell. Perception on 1,000 over here. Creepy can't wait. They wait till that clock strike 18, honey. Then they pounce. Rah, like that, lurking in the bushes. And they pounced. Rah. Yep. Kendrick know.
As Dodd said on Meet the Grams, we have the genesis of Drake's behavior towards women, his father. It is difficult when your father is of poor character. Lots of work to be done. Like father, like son.
This is crazy. I guess Drake's dad is following her.
To Aya Tanjali, an IG influencer with over 1 million followers, including Drake's father, Dennis. Aya just turned 17 recently and was already welcomed into the world of hip-hop when she was in Ice Spice's video for Delhi.
Now, the little girl, she's 17 years old, and that's the only reason I'm not going to call her what she's portraying herself to be on the internet. If you go to her profiles, you can see she's portraying herself to be what we would call older women, some bad words.
Now, during a recent live stream with Young Dabo, she made a comment that she looked like she wanted to instantly take back.
Be honest, what do you think about the Drake allegations?
Yes, speak on it.
She does follow Drake's dad, but she don't follow Drake. Does that sound real to you? As a 17-year-old girl, you have more interest in Drake's dad than Drake? Get out of here. I don't believe it.
Would you let Drake like you?
That'll be something I can't confess. Not confess, something I can't talk about. Because that'll be in the court.
The court.
This don't look good for Drake, bro. This is why you don't mess with little kids. Because when they're young like that, they stupid and they don't understand what they're actually saying when they're saying it. She talks like a 17-year-old kid that don't know what she's actually saying, and it just made Drake look bad.
Drake!
What?
You're a victim?
No, of course not.
I believe Drake's dad is one of the people that's getting women for him, getting young girls for him, not women. I believe he's the one getting young girls for Drake. And there's no reason for this little girl to... I can understand if Drake's dad was following her and she wasn't following him back. But she's following him.
Wait, so what you said about why you said it'll be in the court?
Because that'll be something...
Oh, you can't speak about it right now?
That I can't speak about, yeah.
There's something fishy going on. And this makes Drake look horrible, bro. And all these allegations, when you start seeing videos like this is what makes people go, okay, some of this is true or all of it is true. Something... Bro, where there's smoke, there's fire. So these things don't just keep happening. These girls don't just keep coming forward. This is a 17-year-old little girl, bro. She spoke about this as if Drake already smashed. She spoke about this. She got scared instantly as if Drake already smashed. And she started fumbling over her words and started saying the wrong thing. Oh, I can't confess to that. That's a Freudian slip if I've ever saw one, bro. Confess. Sad stuff. Protect your children, bro. Protect your kids. Raise your kids, man, so they don't end up in these type of situations.
A man who walked out on Drake in his youth, Dennis Graham has continued to live a playboy life long after it could be seen as respectable. And with stories like this and footage doing rounds of him grinding on young women,
we're really only there for like maybe 20 minutes. While we're there, he's just being super like handsy and weird. He said some like really strange comments, which that's kind of what started leading us to be like, okay, this guy's odd. And like clearly Drake's not coming. So like we feel like we saw what we needed to see and we're ready to go. One weird thing is there were
Yeah, I'm cool on the rest of this. Yeah, I see as much as I need to see. I ain't really tripping on Pops. Dennis Graham, you feel me? But yeah, that's a cold video. Now I see where the material came from in the battle. I know that much. I see where the material came from. And like I said, it ain't none of this shit gotta be true, right? Even though we looking at it, however you want to take it, your interpretations of this situation, however you want to look at it, right? But at the same time, bro, this is where the material came from during the battle, man. Dang. But y'all let me know in the comments below, man. I'm trying to hold back. I don't want to say, you feel me, too much, because I know I could really go ham, but we're going to leave that alone. Y'all let me know in the comments below. Gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying it right. I'm not saying it wrong. Shout out to Reactors Roundtable. You feel me?